Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, guys, at the end of this season, there is a potential opt-out of the collective bargaining agreement. And after seeing star players hold out, some wonder if that will be exercised. Commissioner Silver says, we have a common interest to ensure that contracts are honored. Those are issues we can approach collectively. Kevin?
As is always the best case. David, thank you. Here's the starting group for Houston. We've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren is out there with Williams. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Giddey in at the 2 spot. They've got the general. He's out there with LeBron James. And it's Samanic in at power forward. It's still early in the season, and teams are still trying to figure out rotations. Greg, what's it like to play in a game like that tonight?
Here we go. Well, for a lot of these guys, Kevin, it's all about jockeying for position, making an argument for minutes. You want to earn the trust of your coaches.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
Here's Joe. Giddey defending. Gilgeous-Alexander against LeBron. 9 feet out. It's deflected. Pass to Joe. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
One thing LeBron James can dictate is how his teammates get going. Smart pass there.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Now, Giddey. 9-point game his last outing. Williams finds Dort. Shot clock at 5. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul. It's fascinating to watch Dort evolve his game. He raised his free throw percentage to 84% last year. And for the first time in his career, he shot over 40% from the field.
He's off on the first. So what would you say is next for Dort in his development?
You know, Kevin, I'd like to see him get to the line more often. He has room to grow as a playmaker. Of course, locking down the consistency from range, but he has the work ethic to make all of that happen.
Here's Joe. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Great positioning on the putback.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
Here's Joe. Giddey defending. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Feeds it to Williams. It's hauled in by the general.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Outside, Dort. The pass to Holmgren. Houston moving it around. Clock at 6. Here's Dort. It's blocked. Another shot. Holmgren can't hit. Gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Out to the wing. Here's the general. And that one is stuffed right through.
That is not possible. What we just see, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejection.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. One good possession, two bad ones, one good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
Stolen by LeBron. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim. That time on display.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Giddey. Dort wide open. Sinks the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Joe. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a unique frame at his size, and an intriguing score.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
The ball goes to Houston.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. They get it back. A second chance effort. Holmgren. The second chance points on the tip in. Holmgren's got 6.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
At the line for your home team, Joe. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Second free throw, no good.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
A unique type of player. Chet with great length and skill, but the keys to reaching his potential will be durability and improving his strength.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. Hey, Greg, Holmgren is thin, but as we both know, he's very tough.
He's aggressive and willing to take contact at both ends. He's also strong mentally. Can't wait to see what the future holds for this young man.
And the free throw, no good. They've been hanging in there.
And a chance here to jump on top.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Here's Joe. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. He's got 8.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Holmgren from outside the arc. And James pulls it down. Gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
That's just good basketball. I think King James down low is not a bad option.
Holmgren the pass to Dort, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Well, whether
things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Now, here's Dunn. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Nice job, SGA, coming in and using that long, athletic wingspan. Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Gilgeous-Alexander's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Here's the general. 14 points from him the last game against Toronto.
And guys, in addition to that scoring, he was absolutely tenacious on the defensive end. A complete two-way game for him. Finished with 3 steals, I think, and that was a difference maker.
Houston trails by 9. Here's Joe. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Holmgren. Gets the bucket.
Heads-up ball there from Dort.
Holmgren's gone 4 of 8 from the field. From deep three-point range, and they'll get another chance. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Now, team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 23 points for him the last game against Toronto.
But what helps that out a lot is he got to the free throw line, which was a real game changer. It slowed down the opposition's momentum and made them play to his team style.
Joe, it falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for Houston. They trail by 11. Now here's Holmgren. Defended by Sexton. Pass to Robinson Earl. 5 to shoot. And Dort gets it to go.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Dort's gone 3 of 7 shooting from the floor. Here's Sexton. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Holmgren's gotten half of his 10 shots to fall. 5 makes from the field so far. From about 16, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Now that's 17 points for Z.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Dort passes to Robinson Earl. They get a hand on it. And they're on the break. Here's the general. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip. especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we enter the first quarter of play.
33.
They lead by 13. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
And with every season, Brent, it seems like the league gets more diverse and international. It certainly keeps the play interesting.
Well, the skill set of the younger players that come into the league is absolutely scintillating. And those different styles, those different techniques, that's the great thing about basketball, is that you can find something within each player that you like to steal or borrow, but it's unique to them.
And for Houston, we've got Williams. Josh Giddey is out there with Williams. And it's Pokusevski in at the power forward position. Off target from three-point range.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Giddey defending. Good.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Houston trails by 17. And for Houston, we've got Williams. Josh Giddey is out there with Williams. And it's Joe in at the point.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
James with the bucket. James has got 8 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Joe. Back to Giddey. And some nice passing there by Houston. 2 points. That one goes. Pokusevski's got his first 2 points of the night.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James. King said he's really, really good. He has a great pace about the game, great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor. And he's showing it. Just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, that's high praise.
It is. Both amazing passers. David, thank you. 4 on the clock. Giddey, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
That one drops for him.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Houston trails by 19. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Back to Giddey. Pass to Pokusevski. Here's Giddey. There's the triple. Rebounded by Joe. Joe's got 5 rebounds tonight. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And the pass to Joe. And here is Williams. Giddey with it. No points in the game yet for him. For 3. Good on the triple.
And Giddey with a little giddy up on that pass.
Gotten all of their first 6 shots to go in here in the second. What a quarter so far. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Personal foul.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And that one misses. Brown. Williams with the block. Here's Azubuike. Well, it was only a matter of time that they finally get the bucket. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Joe. Here's Pokusevski. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And the coaching staff loving Poku playing big.
James outside. On deep. They grab their own miss. Oh! And an out-of-this-world reverse jam. Woo.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Joe passes to Giddey. Here's Joe. James covering. Pokusevski. It's deflected. Here's Carey. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Passes to Joe. Now the feed to Azubuike. It's James atop the key. Pass to Carey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Joe over Williams. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And it's now 23 points for Z. Now a timeout called by Houston. And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoff?
I hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoff. Something to think about.
Substitution here. For Houston, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Holmgren the pass to Giddey. Ring shot on the way. Second chance shot. Here's Robinson Earl. Covered by Johnson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable. Makes it off the glass. Sexton's got 6.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Dort. Another miss by Houston.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Joe, good. Joe's got 25 points in the game.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Jones. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Outside, Dort. They could use a bucket.
Luguentz Dort is the guy who puts his head down and goes to work. He gives every bit of focus on every play. And teammates love what he brings to the court.
For Houston, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. The first free throw is good. All free throws good from Dort. Now Johnson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. It's tipped.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Another miss by Houston. Gilgeous-Alexander's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%.
Sexton working the ball to a teammate. That's what you want to see from him.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Houston. It'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. And Jones sends it back. Here's Joe. And he converts the layup. Joe's got 29 in the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play. If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Jones. Houston. And oh boy, a lot of contact. Gets the call and will shoot 2. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And he hit 72% of his foul shots a season ago, but I'm not sure he's real thrilled with those numbers.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And so here is Houston. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. The 3 ball, and the 3 ball is good. Dort's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Man, if this offense can get Luguentz Dort to become a reliable option, it's going to open some stuff up.
Here's Joe. Giddy defending. It'll count. To beat the quad. Count it! He caught it!
That's how you do it. Stay patient, wait for the opportunity, and boom.
That's exactly how you want to close out the quarter, too, with some confidence.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Delivering the blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but, not so pleased with, how I'm trying to, help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the floor as well as keep myself in a good group, too. So, hopefully, I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena tonight. The hometown fans getting after it. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaquille O'Neal's here. So is Kenny the Jet Smith. Taking a look at this home squad. Kenny, give us your take.
Man, this was a brawl inside. Shaq, I know you like this. But then guys were sacrificing their bodies, making plays through contests, just wearing the hard hat. That's how this game's gotten out of hand so far.
Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
They really need to focus on finding quality shots. If they can't create for themselves in the second half, things will only get worse. And I'm talking about the high percentage looks, not contested threes.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
Get ready for your dance team.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Z.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. That'll be a 5-second call.
Only their first turnover of the game, taking terrific care of the basketball.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
And so here is Houston. Here's Giddey. And the three off target.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
General is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Jones. Then there's Z. And it's Zamanic in at the fourth. And that's the group for Will Hardy as they begin the second half. And for Houston, they're shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. On the wing, Giddey. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got 5 rebounds tonight. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And it's plays like that, Kevin, that show you why they are so far ahead. Didn't settle for anything outside and went right.
Oh, man. Fans love it. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And one more look at that fantastic Mobile One drive.
And that's a thing of beauty. Certain plays, almost no words. You just sit back and appreciate.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
Gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And the dunk by James.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Poked away. Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort. No good from outside.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
This team has credited Giddey's background for shaping him as a player.
You know, he grew up in a house dominated by basketball. Both his parents played professionally in Australia, and that goes a long way toward developing your basketball IQ.
Next step kind of action there from Shea as he's able to find the open teammate.
Gotten every shot to drop since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, just one turnover in the first half, but it's been a different story here in the second half. He is not doing a good job of keeping the ball in his mitts.
And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for Houston. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And, D.A., we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD. The two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. We'll hit those all day long. David, thank you.
And LeBron throws it
everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Makusevsky can't hit. Gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. Here's the General. 11 feet out, and he hits it. The General's got 4 this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Joe. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
LeBron with the buckets.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's the break. A finish, and finished off by LeBron.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Another miss by Houston.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
The General, count it. The General's got 14.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And here's Houston. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Williams passes to Joe. They need this, and the layup is good.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
The pass to the General. There's the 3. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 4 assists in the game. And for Houston, they're shooting just 31% in the game. Right side, Williams. Shot from 12. The shot's good.
And Poku with the processing speed just got rid of that one quick.
They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Can't hit from in close.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here.
Fans, make some noise for your dance team.
Robinson Earls checked in for Houston. Here's the General. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. The General's got 21 in the game.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
A shot that time, out on target.
2 minutes.
That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. 23 points for the General.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
For the finish, and Dunn with the slam.
If you don't stick with Dunn, he'll burn you. What quickness down the floor.
1:37 left here in the third quarter. Passes it to Joe. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by James.
Yeah, easy call.
Foul. LeBron James. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And Greg Anthony for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Part of a growing trend in this NBA, giving his team length in the backcourt.
Yeah, 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan. He can see over the top of the defense. He helps you on the glass, and he can switch onto front court players defensively. That's what teams are looking for nowadays.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has so many of the qualities that you want in a leader. He fights, he's energetic, he's a team-first guy. He just looks for ways to get his guys fired up.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Holmgren, he's checked in for Pokusevski. And it's Dort in for Williams.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it. And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
Pass to the general. Here's Abaji to the right side. Fouled on the shot, picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Houston making a switch shot. Giddey's checked in. And for Houston, they're shooting terrible so far in the second half, down around 26%. And there's the pass to Dort. Back to Giddey. Pass to Holmgren. Just 5 on the clock. A three-pointer, no good.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
24 seconds left to play in the third. And here is Giddey. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And I know everyone's thrilled to see Holmgren scoring so well. And this is the kind of effort that could carry on well throughout the year.
And he gets it to go. James has got 26 points.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided.
112.
Delivering the blowout. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Butler. So on the floor for Houston. They've got Chang. So Williams out there. Butler out there with Wiggins. And it's Waters in a shooting guard. Here's Abaji. Yep, that one goes in there.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Butler finds Wiggins. Here's Waters. Passes it to Williams. To the paint. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal
The
foul.
NBA announced its 75th anniversary team last year, Brent, with a lot of fanfare attached to it. What'd you think of the list?
Line for two.
I thought the list was pretty good. You can always argue a few guys should have been on it, and it's probably a tough pill to swallow for current guys who have had tremendous careers to this point. Guys who have played 8 or 9 years that didn't maybe make this particular list. I'll tell you this, Kevin. In 25 years, there'll be another list. Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Steps back and fires. No good off the back of the rim. Williams against Jones. Over Williams. 11 feet out and he hits it.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out. What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Fontecchio passes to Sexton. Over Jang, and the rejection by Jang. Inside. Fades and shoots. Offensive rebound. Misses from close range. Gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Butler. Goes back up. They shoot again. And it's Fontecchio with the rebound. Throws it up high. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. For Houston. Scratching your head to that tune.
Okashevsky's checked in for Jang. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Houston. Pass to Waters. And player nicknames are a fun part of covering the games. Now, a lot of guys, GA, are just going with their initials, like KD or AD or KG. Do we need more creativity?
I don't know, Kevin. Maybe the league could give guys a cash bonus for picking a nickname. Initials excluded. That might spark some creativity.
Here's Waters trying to get open as Butler. And the basket by Waters. Waters got his first basket of the night.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Wiggins surveying the floor. The pass to Butler for the three. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yep, you can do all the stretching and all the strength training, eat right, train right, but at the end of the day, it's pretty random.
Williams, he's checked in for Houston. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Pokusevski. The three gets it to go from beyond the arc. Pokusevski's got 5 points now in the quarter.
How about the 7-footer out there knocking down threes? Poku from distance.
To the middle. Ball stolen. And it's Houston on the break. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points. You gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
Wasted no time on that one.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Houston.
Williams kicks to Butler. Houston moving the ball around. Williams' shot is off. Gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. And it's Johnson that time on the assist by Azubuike. Johnson's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, Joe Johnson's a very patient player who likes to get inside for his shots as well, possessing a very nice touch down low.
Azubuike with the ball. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Houston making a switch here. Robinson Earls checked in. Waters passes to Pokusevski. Butler on the wing. Imano Ginobili, recently inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. You won a couple rings with that guy. Give us some memories you can share about the great Ginobili.
Oh, man. Manu is absolutely one of my favorite teammates of all time, Kevin, and one of the most delightful people that you ever could be around. I just think about the practices and the plane rides and him just joking around, and then something happens. He gets on the floor, it gets into the fourth quarter, it's time to win, and it's basically Manu Ginobili time. So I'm thrilled that he's in the Hall of Fame. And he deserves every bit of it.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Houston making a switch here. Zhang's checked in. On the free throw, no good. And for Houston, they're shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. A three-pointer, Wiggins. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins. Gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth. Going 6 for 7. Dunn shot's good.
And Dunn is spectacular, seeking contact and getting it. He just absorbs the hit, yet still able to finish.
Robinson Earl. Rebound by Azubuike. Azubuike's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And for Houston, they're shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Passes it to Butler. And he banks in the layup. Butler's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Here's Dunn. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Defensive.
Amazing job by Dunn. Positioning himself well inside and dominating the defense.
And that one misses. And the media is able to vote on awards like all rookie, but Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hands. And this guy is a high flyer, I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And stolen by Zhang, and it's Houston on the break, and slam dunk by Butler.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
He gets it in there.
2 points.
And so it's Houston with it. 1:05 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Butler. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Azubuike. First
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Shooting for Houston, Jared Butler. Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And so Butler nails both of them. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing. And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them, complete control.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. Wiggins outside. Pass to Robinson Earl. The kick outside to Butler. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Now here's Johnson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. "19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Butler against Dunn. There's the pass to Robinson Earl. Back to Butler. Fires for three. He doesn't hit that one. From deep three-point range, can't get it to fall. And so they get the victory here at home. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you have accomplished so much in this league. How have you sustained it for this long?
You know, it's only a select few. It's not many who make it to this point, and I would never take the game for granted. That's why I try to give everything I can till I can't give no more. And I've been around some great players, great coaches, great organizations. And for me to have this opportunity right here means a lot, and I'm very humble.
Well, we appreciate all the work you've put in, man. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, we love to move on your day.